Hi guys, so here I am having a sweet craving. We just finished doing a cardio kickboxing class and just felt like having something sweet tonight. So I'm going to be making a decadent chocolate cake, and usually the recipe calls for us using the breakfast maker, which is what I made my brownies in before, which is great, but it's kind of small. So I've decided to challenge myself by taking a recipe I've never tried before, doubling it and making it in our pasta maker, which oddly enough is used to make breads and other types of things, in the microwave. So we'll see how that works out. Now the recipe also calls for us to mix it in a bowl instead, but I'm going to try to do it in the Power Chef. And live TV, you never know how it's going to work. So I'm going to try to add everything in here first. If it doesn't work, I'll switch it into a bowl and I'll just manually mix it. It's really not a big deal. Usually when you're using the Power Chef, you want to make sure to add your liquid ingredients first. So as I'm doubling the recipe, it's calling for 2 eggs. And to make things go a little quicker, I just pre-measured most of my ingredients. Especially since I had to divide them, I didn't want to have to do the math. Let's see, 3 tablespoons of milk. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. By the way, this is called Decadent Chocolate Cake because it is not healthy at all, but I'm pretty sure it's going to taste amazing. Then you add half a cup of hazelnut spread, and well, we use Nutella, but you can use a no-name one if you like. Now, what worries me about this is if you've ever eaten Nutella or hazelnut spread, it's very sticky and it sticks to everything. So I wonder how well it's actually going to mix. It's pretty yummy. It's just really messy. Like, as you can see, I'm getting it everywhere. And if it wasn't on video, I'd probably lick my fingers. Alrighty. And then it asks for 8 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I'm making a very big mess right now. 6 tablespoons of sugar. And that's about it. So we put our lid on, give it some pulls, and let's see if it actually mixes well in this or not, or if I have to. I can feel it's very, very thick and resistant, and I think again that could be because of the Nutella, although it looks like it mixed fairly well. Oh boy, I can't wait till it actually let the kids or whoever lick the container. That's pretty yummy. I was about to lick my fingers. I'm just gonna get a paper towel, hang on. Scrape it from the sides, just to make sure. Okay, and then you take it, and as I mentioned, this is a double recipe, so I'm going to put it into the pasta maker instead. It smells so good. Well, it smells like chocolate. If you don't like chocolate, then you probably wouldn't enjoy the smell, but it's very thick, a bit thicker. It almost has the texture of a brownie mix. I'll just spread it in. Spread it across the bottom. Just take my spoon to scrape some of that I don't want to leave any batter left uncooked. And then they recommend, or the recipe calls for, sorry, chocolate chips that you just put on the top. This is not for the non-chocolate lover, that's for sure. And then you cover and you cook for 90 seconds in the microwave. Now that's for this size. I'm going to try it at the same temperature and duration and see if it changes by doubling the recipe. Stay tuned. So this is after the first 90 seconds. You're supposed to let it sit for 2 minutes when it comes out of the microwave, so I did. I'm hoping that the 90 seconds was enough for it to be cooked. And I would say no, when you double the recipe, it has to go in there a little bit longer. So I will return it to the microwave and I will be back. So back after the next 90 seconds, I suspect it's ready because I do a lot by smell. I watched a cooking show and apparently deciding if something's ready by smell is not always recommended, but it smells ready, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take it off the lid and I'm going to say that yes, that does look cooked. And it smells really good. I'll see if I can kind of tilt it so you can see it. And I'll see if I can post a picture after, but can you see it? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm asking the kids because they're on the other side of the camera. So I think this is going to be really delicious. Again, it's a Decadent chocolate cake. Took about 5 minutes to prep it, and then a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Well, I guess with the resting time, so maybe 3 to 5 minutes to cook and rest. And I think it's going to be really yummy. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks. Have a good night.